Right, today we are talking about the brand new DJI RC Pro, and we're going to be comparing it to the trusty and loyal DJI RC2, which I really love. It's a fantastic controller. Let's start with the price, because everybody wants to know the price, right? $1,299 for the RC2 Pro. $369 for the RC2. There is a massive price difference. In euro, we're looking at $1,019. 1,019 euro. I'm going crazy. And for the RC2, we're looking at 379 euro. So $10 euro more expensive than in the US. It's really weird how this pricing, works out. So it's actually cheaper to buy this in Europe. Weird, but there is a massive price difference between these two controllers. Now, you're going to get the RC2 Pro in the creative combo with the DJI Mavic 4 Pro. Whereas if you buy the standard, standalone, or the Fly More combo, you're going to get the DJI RC2. That's the price out of the way. Now, let's talk about the screen. So, the RC2 Pro is an extremely fast setup controller. It's for the professional out there. If you want to get a setup really quick and easy, this is the one to go for because it flips up, the sticks flip up, and it is basically ready straight away. Both of them are LCD panels. We have a 7-inch screen on this big boy, and we have a 5.5-inch screen on the RC2. Now, there is a big difference because the RC2 Pro can swivel its screen so you can have full 7 inches in vertical mode. So if you're filming a lot of TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, then the RC2 Pro is for you because you don't have this tiny little crop screen. You have this massive screen sideways and you can really get nice shots. You can concentrate what you're doing with this screen. Not only that, but it has 1,600 nits of brightness compared to the 700 nits on the RC2, and you can really see the difference outside. This does peak at 2,000 nits, so that's basically, that's like the sun blaring in your eyes. It is extremely bright, and it allows you to film outside with absolutely no problem at all. You can get, screen protectors. I have a screen protector on this one, and I have a screen protector on this one. You can get them in matte, in gloss, whatever, but it is worth protecting it considering it costs so much money. Now, both of them are full HD 1080p screens. You're not getting a 4K screen on this, which is sad. It would be nice for it to be 4K, but I think most of us just wanted a bigger screen so it's nicer, cleaner, and you can see what's going on. Now, both of them are touch screens and both of them have 60 frames per second. So really nice screens on both of them. And at the end of the day, let's be honest, the end result is the same. You're gonna have a shot from this, you're gonna have a shot from this, and they're both gonna look exactly the same. You're just having different controllers. This one, the screen is much more accurate. It's really clean, it's very color accurate. So if you're filming in D-Log, you put on color assist. The accuracy of this with the 10-bit HDR transmission signal will blow your mind. Literally, your mind could actually be blown. And we also have a contrast ratio of 1,000,000 to 1 on the RC2 Pro, which is just mind blown once again. Now, the rotatable screen on this works on the Mavic 4 Pro and the Mini 4 Pro, because those are the only two drones where the actual gimbal, switches. And once you do turn the screen, so if you have it up like this and you turn it like this, like so, the gimbal will also tilt, so you don't have to press any buttons. It's really quick, it's really easy to use. Now let's talk about the transmission difference on these two. Right here on this RC2 Pro, we have 04 transmission and 04 Plus transmission. 04 Plus transmission is like 30 kilometers clean, nice transmission. Line of sight, obviously. We have 04 on this, no 04 Plus, only 04, which is about 20 kilometers transmission line of sight. So it's also clean. I mean, you're not going to be going further than a couple of kilometers, right? You should be in line of sight anyway. But that basically means that the actual transmission on this, the power on this, is ridiculously strong. You're not going to have any cutouts if you're going behind a building or anything. It should stick, and it should be really nice and strong. And I haven't actually had any cutouts with this controller, whereas have had a couple with this one. Now, this is a great match for the DJI Mavic 4 Pro, and I've really enjoyed using this controller with the Mavic 4 Pro. We also have 10-bit and HDR on this transmission here, so you're getting the best possible, preview of what you're filming. Just a quick word about our sponsor today, MotionVFX, no doubt the best, coolest, most amazing plugin company in the whole entire world, and they are Polish, by the way. All these purple effects right here you have been watching throughout the whole video, they are all MotionVFX effects up here. And it's really easy to use. You go in up here, you press M extension, it opens up. You have M software stuff you can choose that is pretty damn incredible. But if you go into M collections, you now have something called template collections. These are prepped. They are ready for you to basically go in, choose something. So let's go into elegant, right? Kinetic topography. You go in here and you have a whole load of different things that you can use absolutely ready. You just put them in. Like this is the one that you saw at the beginning of this integration. It's really simple. Press download on it. It will connect, it will download in a split second, and you can basically grab it, pull it onto your footage, and it's ready to go. You can go through a ton of these. There are over 100, so over 1,000 elements, and they are just gonna continue adding and adding and adding to this absolutely non-stop. And you have so many different cool things you can choose. And if you do really like them, you can star them so it's even quicker. And you can just go into stuff that you use all the time. For example, these I'm constantly using. You can even see the loading line below this integration to see how long you've got left until we start up the RC2 versus RC2 Pro video again, which isn't much longer. I just wanted to say, right now, you can go in, grab this, and add a lot more finesse to your video. Now let's talk about the tech inside both of these. They both have Wi-Fi 6, they both have Bluetooth 5.2, and we also have something called dynamic home point in this controller right here, the DJI RC Pro. So if you're a car fanatic and you're filming a lot of cars, this controller right here has dynamic home point. So say you're starting off here and you're driving to point B. With the RC2, it's going to constantly think you're here. So even if you've driven here, it's going to think you're here unless you press update home point. With the RC2 Pro, you start off here and you go to point B, it's going to have dynamic home point. So your home point is going to be moving with your controller the whole time, meaning that it's not going to go beep, beep, beep and start returning back home all the way to point A. It's basically going to know it's right next to you. So the level of battery will be level of battery will be according to where you are. So if you're here, it's going to know it's going to use more battery to get back there, but it knows where you are, so you're right underneath. It's much better for things like car shots. Now the battery on both of these, it's quite impressive actually. Even though we have a bigger screen, we have more nits, a lot more nits in this. We have 4 hours of battery life on the RC2 Pro, as opposed to 3 hours of battery life on the RC2. Now both of them charge in 1.5 hours. Now on here we do have a 6,200 mAh battery. On here we have a 3,100 mAh battery. Now memory, let's talk about the memory because there is a vast difference here. They both do take micro SD cards at the very bottom, so you can put in a large card and have your screen recordings. But here we have 128 gigabytes, here we have 32 gigabytes. So there is a large difference between the actual memory on both of these. Hardware, let's talk about hardware because there is a vast difference when it comes to the hardware. Both of them have 2T4R antennas. So both of these have 2TR antennas. The difference is the DJI RC Pro, the antennas fold down. They have actually little Allen keys in them, so you can take off the antenna and replace it if it does break. These ones do not, so they're basically solidly on there. And the transmission is a little bit different. So like I said, here we have 04 and 04 Plus. Here we have 04 on the antennas. This comes in at 750 grams, yeah? The RC2 comes in at 420 grams, so it's a lot lighter, and I really do like it. I've used it for a long time. It's a fantastic little controller. You do have to unscrew the actual sticks and put them in the back if you're, you know, carrying it in your case or something. With this one, you basically have the sticks on all the time. You can unscrew them, but as you can see, the sticks do fold up and fold down, which makes a massive difference to just, you know, getting out there and not worrying about losing your sticks. And if you're in the sand and you lose one, it's a nightmare to find it. You know, that is a huge difference. On the DJI RC Pro, we have a built-in microphone at the very bottom. Not only that, we can connect via Bluetooth to the DJI Mic Mini, or we can actually plug it in at the bottom, which is really cool. But with the built-in microphone, you can actually record to your RC Pro, which is fantastic. You can even select an option where you can record onto the video you're filming, so you can make notes. Say you're flying somewhere and you want to make notes to what aperture you're using, you know, everything, or where you are, you know, you can actually add notes to the actual shot you're filming, so you have an audio file beside it, and that is pretty damn cool. On the RC Pro, we have a full HDMI out, so if you're filming something professional and you want to put it out with a HDMI out, even you can use an Axon wireless transmitter if you don't want a cable, then you can have it on a massive screen or a projector or something for, you know, the rest of the team to view, which is actually pretty cool. It just allows everybody to see what you're filming, or if you're doing some kind of instructional video, that comes in really, really handy with the full HDMI out. We also have hidden under here a 5D button, 5-dimensional button, so that is pretty cool. And we have this dial button with a button which allows us really quickly to control ISO, aperture, and your shutter speed. So no more touching the screen, you basically just spin it, press it, spin it, press it, and that just makes life so much easier. And the other things here that we don't have, you know, on the RC2, we have the collapsible sticks once again, yeah, so we have collapsible sticks. We have sleep mode on this, which is really cool because it basically goes into sleep mode. So if you're going from one, you know, place to another place and you don't want to turn off and you want to really quickly, you know, start it, it's sunset and you just close it. The actual RC Pro is going to be using 1% battery over an hour, so it's hardly anything. And if you open it up, it's basically on straight away. Look at that. Goes into sleep mode, and you open it up, and it's almost instantly ready, right? You can also turn it off with the button on the top left here, like you normally do a DJI drone or controller, which is really, really nice. We also have third-party apps we can install on this, and say you want to install apps, or for example, if you slide your finger from top to bottom, we can go over, and we have like Firefox, we can watch stuff, we can go onto my channel right here, we can press a video, and we can watch it with sound.
Owocowego smaku. Nestlefix. Tu startuje zabawa.
That's me with the Matrix 600. Good times, good times. So yeah, you can watch YouTube videos, you can edit on this because it's so powerful that you can actually edit your videos on this controller, which is actually quite impressive. Another thing they both have is the DJI Simulator, which is nice, and the DJI Simulator is actually a little bit more advanced on this. You have a little bit more scenes, scenarios that you can film in that you don't have on this. I'm guessing this has basically more power in it so it can cope with those larger, more detailed scenes. Now, when it comes to compatibility of these two, we have the Mavic 4 Pro right here. We have the Mini 4 Pro, so both of them turn when you're turning the actual screen. We have the Air 3 and the Air 3S, yeah? On here we have the Mavic 4 Pro, Mini 4 Pro, Air 3, Air 3S, DJI Flip, and DJI Neo. So you have two more drones on the RC2. I'm guessing in a future update we will have the same in the RC2 Pro, and they'll keep on adding, I'm sure, without a doubt. Anyway, both fantastic controllers. Like I said, both will get you the same end result, but it depends how you want to get there. If you want to get there in a Ferrari or if you want to get there in a Datsun. You know, it's your choice. They both great, and I've been using this for years and I absolutely love this controller, so I can't say one bad thing about it, but I love this one more. You know, it's fantastic. If you have any questions about these controllers, about the Mavic 4 Pro, do drop them down below. All the links are down there. If you like my video, give me a like, subscribe, ring that bell. That's really going to help out my channel. And I'm going to catch you on the next one.